but not well enough to win.
Well, well enough that both of these guys are actually banned from XenoArcadians because was it number 3, number 2? What Edwin actually took in its entirety.
Yes. That was against MGW. Who I don't know if
it was MGW. I remember.
But,
are you sure it wasn't versus Bars in Grands?
I think Bars was top 3 for that, but...
Are you sure?
I don't know. We'll check challenge later after one of these guys doesn't die at like 12.
I mean, they're both seem to. That's their goal right now. They don't want to play a long, drawn-out game. They don't want to have to worry about, oh, how am I going to kill my opponent at 170, which sometimes happens with these two characters. So why not just go for, like, the down air, the fair footstools? If you can close out an early stock, that makes your life a whole lot easier.
Yeah, this matchup is a bit screwy for Mega Man. He's able to harass Fox at, like, every point of this battle, constantly throwing off where percentages need to be for Fox routes. But Fox is able to just come in on him because Mega Man's a heavy boy. And heavy boys like to get mixed.
And it's not just that he's a heavy boy. Look, Fox's mobility, and Pong is definitely one of those Foxes that will abuse just a way to get around what Mega Man is trying to set up. I know that this is actually one of Mega Man's trickiest matchups for that reason. He doesn't have like that get off me option, which against Fox, that means like if you don't have a move that Fox is at least threatened by, you're taking like 40 more % in every given exchange.
Yeah, Edwin's options as far as threatening where Pong is at all times, you know, when he's not off stage and absolutely exploding from Slash Claw.
Yeah.
Edwin can Nair, and Nair has a hitbox on the Mega Buster. It's most notable for being the get-off-me tool of Mega Man. Or he summons Rush, and Rush Coil can pop both of them into the air, which that could be a recipe for disaster, or that can end a stop.
Fox? Maybe.
I mean, hey, listen, if you go into the air, all of a sudden you air shooter like that with Rage, I mean, Fox is just as willing to die off the top from silly shenanigans as anyone versus Fox is.
He's living that back air. And this is kind of what I was talking about with Fox. Even though he has the kill power, even though definitely he has so many ways to set up for it, when he's in neutral, sometimes, unless it's a raw back air, right there, but unless it's a raw, like a raw back air, it's not, like, it can be kind of tricky. Sometimes he's actually forced to, like, you know, finish a stock with up tilt at, like, 160. 180 probably on this stage.
All of this ledge play, though, is paying off so well for Edwin. Pong needs to try and force this match back to center stage and organize towards the platforms.
I was about to say that the last stock, I don't know if you saw, when Pong lost his first stock, he rode up the side of Battlefield, which normally that's a good way to avoid your opponent's hitbox, but that means that you can get untechable. And as a Fox player, you know how to tech. You can't tech that, though.
No, I can't tech the blast zone. Unfindable tech.
Shoutouts to Smash 5, where I think you can tech the blast zone. We don't know anything about the game, so
Bro,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I could just tech off of hits. Let me just parry. Let me just play Street Fighter. Like
I like that.
It's
like a nice little bone to the Street Fighter players. That and like how technically you can like tech.
Did you mean the word boon? I just want to
sorry.
double check if we're delivering bones.
I'm sorry. Throw a. I think that I said bone and not boon. I do use the word boon.
Okay, cool. Because I wanted to know if we are going to the bone zone.
As opposed to the boon zone. This is game 2 here.
The boon zone. My favorite branded MP3 player of the 20th century.
See, I would have gone with my favorite Zumbinis knockoff. Pong definitely having a better start this time around. 84% on Mega Man. I think game 1 started off kind of similar because like Fox is going to be doing that early damage, but like when he's off stage, that's when the amount that he's racked up might be meaningless.
So this is what I was talking about in game 1. Pong needs to keep this match at center stage because once he loses that stage control is where Edwin is constantly able to edge guard him and threaten with a multitude of moves to take that stock. Be it, you know, hard knuckle, slash claw. Even if he tries to do something silly with the leaf shield like this, if the leaf shield left, he could have just back aired and that would have been a done Fox.
Yeah, but that move is really good for ledge guarding, but as you noticed, if it doesn't run out at the right time, it can't seal the stock. And when you can't seal the stock, all of a sudden, it's rough. Because he needs to be setting up for that kill. He can go for the raw, like, rack up damage, but then he's dealing with a Rage Fox whose combos work even better on a character like Mega Man. Back air's good.
That back air is dandy, especially with some suspect DI, but my man is still in there, living life to the fullest, getting the last hit of forward to pop up and getting nothing out of it. But hey, it's his ledge now. It's his world to live.
Yeah, and I feel like we haven't gotten a chance to talk about the players here. Edwin is actually, for a long time, he was one of like the under the cusp of like the really top level New York players, and then he went to college as a physics major, and it's hard to be good at Smash and also be good at life, as I've noticed. So now that the summer is in full swing, he's come back with a vengeance, and that's what we're seeing right now. He's becoming better and better practiced. He already's taken game 1. This game 2 is looking rough, but there are definitely ways where, you know, Edwin can get scared. Never mind.
Edwin can get cooked. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Pong figuring out what he needs to do, taking that game 2. I feel like stage might actually have a pretty solid factor into what goes on in game 3, depending on where Edwin wants to bring him. And that's even assuming if he stays Mega Man, which you won't. Sonic time.
I feel like maybe he did not ban FD. Yeah, so we didn't ban FD, and that's one of the things about, granted, like, FD as Edwin is not as crazy as, like, you know, the more campy Sonics. It's funny, he plays, like, every defensive character in the game, but he does not play them defensive. He is in your face. I don't think that he's not going to be spin dash camping. He is going to be trapping landings, but we're probably not going to be seeing him try to time out or anything like that.
Yeah, all of Edwin's arsenal of characters has to do with being able to just trap your opponent in some way or another. With Mega Man, it's zone control. It's using the lemons, using the leaf shield to be able to prevent your opponent from being in certain areas, keep them in a danger zone. With Pac-Man, who doesn't look like we'll be seeing in this set, it's more just traditional trapping using...
Emergency best 3 out of 5.
No?
Huh?
Hello? Just call it T.O., I want a 3 out of 5. I would have won that set if it was a 3 out of 5. I thought Edwin was going to do some... I thought it was going to be forward air drag down. I've seen it before.
I feel like when you're this far ahead, there's no reason to risk possibly like getting fair footstooled or just footstooled or just losing a stock to some type of Fox shenaniganins. What? That's how you pronounce it.
I guess. But to cap off the point I was building earlier for trapping, Sonic is the piece de la resistance of this set, where it's all about trapping the landings, using Sonic's speed just to constantly reset situations. And Final Destination is the best setting for that. There's no platforms to run to. You just got the ledges.
Not only that, but there's that sort of throwing in the mix that he's been, like, you could tell he's been, like, studying and figuring out how Pong wants to land with this Fox. And although it seems like maybe Pong got a read on the Mega Man by the end of that game, too, all that's out the window. Ooh! Okay,
yeah.
There's the air dodge.
Why are we air dodging? Haven't we built it up enough that you don't air dodge here?
I mean, yeah, Sonic just up B out of it.
Like, if you want to die, air dodging's a great start.
Air dodging is always, I don't know. When it works, it works. That's the problem with it. I like use of jab. That's something we actually haven't seen yet to stop spin dash, and I feel like he's now starting to remember what he should be doing against this character. He's worrying less about the player and remembering the matchup.
Although forward air going to be putting on a bit of damage. Pong at this point bleeding out. Like, he needs to start playing things a little bit more reactionary and defensively overall. Otherwise, he's going to keep on getting these trades with Edwin, and all of a sudden, Nair and back air become really dangerous tools that Edwin can threaten with.
And there you see just the sheer rage and damage output from Fox. This is an even game, especially when you consider respective kill percents. Okay. See, air dodging works when it works.
I mean, when he's out of the zone that Fox can cover, yes. All right, we are not looking to get duffed by a hedgehog today. Solid recovery from Pong. He knows that that fist can threaten a lot of space.
Edwin's starting to play a little bit more reserved, a little bit more scared. And if you're Pong, the fact that you were down by so much, and, oh, that might be it. At the very least, he's way out there. He's going for that. I love that up B. The change on the timing meant that Edwin basically wasn't able to cover that. He committed too hard to that forward smash, and now he has to find this next neutral exchange to possibly put him off stage. He's not dead, but here's the pivotal edge guard again.
Good patience on Edwin. This time not trying to threaten with the forward smash, however, Pong taking advantage of that. Gets a grab of his own, starting to build back this percentage. If he could find an air dodge, back air is as good as...
Oh, and there it is, reading the neutral getup. Yeah, you saw him catch that neutral getup before, but never with a hard punish. It was always with this like light grabs. And that time, Pong going out in full force, the long-lasting hitbox from that forward smash. Edwin was up that entire game, but if you're not up at the end screen, it doesn't matter.